Now we're almost 3 months into Donald Trump's term in office, and that optimism about his ability to improve the economy has turned to skepticism. A big reason for that, of course, the tariffs.
They charge us, we charge them less, so how can anybody be upset?
We have a new Wall Street Journal poll. We talked to 1,500 registered voters. Here are some of the key takeaways. Our poll was in the field just before Donald Trump announced these broad tariffs on almost all U.S. trading partners.
It's going to be Liberation Day in America.
It was taken at a time when he had placed tariffs on China, on Canada, and on Mexico, and had talked about placing tariffs on aluminum, steel, and automobiles. And when we ask about Donald Trump's plan for tariffs in particular, 54% of people oppose them, 42% approve of the way Donald Trump is handling tariffs. That's a 12-point gap. But either way, tariffs are viewed unfavorably. And that's a change from before when Americans were open-minded about tariffs. And 75% of people say that tariffs are going to raise prices on the things they buy. That's up from 68% of people who thought the tariffs would raise prices when we asked about that in January, just as Donald Trump was taking office. When we ask people whether tariffs have a positive or a negative effect on the economy, 54% say they have a negative effect on the economy. They raise prices. 40% say that they're good because they encourage manufacturers to make goods in the United States. The poll finds a fair amount of economic anxiety and disapproval of these tariffs, but not a lot of firm judgment yet about whether this should make them turn on the president. President Trump has always cast himself as the guy who can fix the economy.
It's going to be a booming country, a very booming country.
That's why it's noteworthy that his ratings on the economy and on inflation in the new poll are negative. By 8 points, more people disapprove than approve of his handling of the economy, and by 15 points, more people disapprove than approve of his handling of inflation. Donald Trump's overall political standing is pretty resilient. Trump's job approval rating is 46% approve, 51% disapprove. While that's a negative rating, it still shows some resilience. The people who voted for Donald Trump, they're sticking with him. People who voted for him last year overwhelmingly say they approve of the job he's doing. We're not seeing people regret their vote. There is some anxiety out there, people are worried, but so far they're kind of waiting and watching even while they're worrying.